My name is David Johnston. I'm president of the University of Waterloo. My definition of leadership is very simple. Leadership is recognition of your total dependence on the people around you. I don't think you do control it. I think you try to empower it. You create a nest and you encourage the eagles to fly. Remove the first person singular from your vocabulary. It's always from me to we. Good things are accomplished because of good people working together as opposed to one or two individuals seizing the flag and rushing to the front of the parade and saying, "Follow me." We choose very carefully. The selection of people is a very important process. Not simply, quote, choosing the best person, unquote, but understanding what's the culture and what are the values of your own organization, and then seeking out people who not only will share those, but be enthusiastic about them. That's why they'd want to come and be a part of this organization. Secondly, you choose people who aren't looking for a job, who are looking for work. You choose people who have a commitment to something that they regard as very important in their life, and in my case, it's been higher education and research. When our 5 daughters first started going away from home, the first thing I would do when I came in the morning was to write them a letter. This was some time ago, so it was the days when you'd write one copy and you'd photocopy it and either mail it or later fax it. And today I guess you do it by email. Now, of the 5, 3 of them at any given point would open their mailbox at university where they were and say, "Oh, there's Dad again, regular as clockwork, and he's telling us some boring thing about what he and Mom did last evening, etc., or he's done a clipping from the newspaper." 1 out of 5 would be at a stage in her life where it would be very important, and the other would read it with interest and maybe even reply. I did that because it meant so much to me. It was my regular contact with the most important thing in my life, my children, and this is how I do it. So that's one thing I would do. I guess the second thing I would do when I come in the morning is I wouldn't do a detailed to-do list, but I would identify what I had to do that day, and typically I prepare the night before, and if I had any choice of what I was doing, I would tend to do the most difficult things first, the things that I really didn't want to do, because it's easy to do the things that you like doing. We all play to our strengths. The important thing is to understand your weaknesses and be sure you handle them. And I think another feature of organization is having a very good strategic and tactical sense of what your job is and what you do. And in my job as a president of the university, and this is my 25th year doing this general manager's job, I really try very hard to operate at the strategic level and recognize that my wonderful colleagues execute much better than I do, and typically all they want from me is the occasional pat in the back, or to know that they can always come to me if there's a problem, and typically they come with a recommended solution. My personal philosophy would be one of service, that we're lucky to have the chance, in my case, to do the things I do, and I derive great joy from it, and I hope that I encourage and create an atmosphere where others feel as I do. One of my favorite couplets that we used as the slogan for our 50th anniversary celebrations last year comes from one of George Bernard Shaw's plays, and it's very appropriate for university. The couplet goes, "Some people see things as they are and wonder why. We dream of things that ought to be and ask why not." And when you think about it, the first line is a very traditional university statement. Some people see things as they are and wonder why. It's the constant curiosity, the constant search for truth. But the second statement, to me, is the compelling one. We dream. That's looking into the future, and it's a vision, it's an idealistic thing of things that ought to be. That's value-laden. You want to improve it, and ask why not, which is a way of saying, let's get on with it.